Chubbies! It's so good to be with you guys. Well, happy Thursday. I tell you, I'm having such a good time. I want to say thank you. All of you came out yesterday to my video, which was Messages from the Spirit World. And if you didn't see that, make sure to check that out. It's the video right before this one. We had a lot of wonderful letters. You guys write the most profound questions, and I so enjoyed answering those. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. If you're new here, that's a weekly thing. We do Messages from the Spirit World, and we're going to have another one next Tuesday. So make sure to be there. Yesterday it ended up being out on Wednesday because I was late, but generally it's out on Tuesday. Anyways, I'm so excited. A lot of you have been telling me how much you're enjoying also my daily horoscopes. And, I was sitting here today looking at my jewelry. I collect Zodiac jewelry. This is one of my beautiful pendants here. I think I showed you this the other day, but for those of you who may not have seen it, this is an old silver Zodiac charm. It's got the water bearer, the sign of Aquarius. This is done in silver, and it dates from the 1950s. And I love jewelry, like older jewelry, because the older stuff, I really think they make it better. You just don't find a lot of modern jewelry with this level of sculpted detail done in sterling silver. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. So, I tell you. Now, for those of you who are new here, you may not have heard, I am doing daily horoscopes. That's right. If you go over to my new blogspot site, which is psychicbobhoroscopes.blogspot.com, you can get daily horoscopes. The ones for today are already up. Make sure to go over there, check it out. You don't want to miss it. I am just so excited. It's interesting. Today I was putting together the horoscopes, and today it's an interesting day because the moon is in Aries, and it's also dark moon. And I tell you, that is a really interesting combination. You want to go over there, you can read my summary of it, okay? But one of the other things here, that I thought I would share with you, a lot of you have been saying, Psyche Bob, I love your horoscopes. I love reading them. I also want to learn a little bit more about astrology myself. And one of the ways you can do that is I would encourage you, go over to rarewiccaspells.com. Lady Angela, who is the high priestess of our order, the Order of the Purple Cord, runs a wonderful store. She sells magic spells, books of shadows, ritual supplies. She has a lot of wonderful Zodiac stuff there. And one of the things that I buy from her are these Zodiac papers about moon signs. Now, this is when the moon, see the moon every day, every month transits through all 12 houses of the Zodiac. And so like today, the moon is positioned in the sky in a way that's in the house of Aries, the sign of Aries. So she has papers for every moon phase and every astrological phase. So this paper is about the moon in Aries. And this is really fascinating stuff. I'll just read a little bit about it. Now, she covers so much in this. Each sign has 2 full pages. So I won't go through all of it because it'll take too long. But like she talks about the waning moon, the waxing moon, the new moon, And for example, right now we're at what's called the dark moon or the new moon. I always call it dark moon because personally to me, new moon means when it's just a new crescent, but that's just splitting hairs, I suppose. But technically today is the new moon or the dark moon. And like, for example, she says, new moon or full moon in Aries. This is on her zodiac sheet here. It says, during this period, this promotes the balancing of your personal time and that which you spend with others. When is the new moon in Aries? This occurs only from the end of March through to the beginning of April. During this time, the sun is also in the zodiac sign of Aries, and that's true. So we've got double Aries power. So if you're in Aries, this is a really good, powerful day for you, okay? You know, that dark moon energy tends to make us more introspective, more reflective. A lot of us right now are probably going to feel a little tired, a little lethargic. Give yourself some downtime during the Aries dark moon. What's interesting is Aries has an energy that's kind of energizing, but the dark moon tends to make you de-energized. So you may be feeling a little bit of imbalance today and tomorrow. Don't panic. You just be gentle with yourselves. That's really what's important right now. And it says moon in cardinal fire sign of Aries. Let me read this to you. When the moon is in the cardinal sign Aries, emotional extremes are quite common, as is actions based on impulse alone. When the moon is in fire element sign Aries, you feel that you must express the way that you feel or think about things. You're likely to express yourself in extreme emotions. It is best to spend this time alone by yourself to avoid conflict. Now, that doesn't mean you have to just shut yourself in your house all day, but it means give yourself time to relax, to de-stress, okay? Anyways, but I would encourage you, go over there, check out her sign. She's got all 12 Zodiac signs. This one is just moon in Aries. She has moon in Aquarius, moon in Taurus, moon in Libra, all of the signs, all 12. And each one is 2 pages, chock full, wonderful addition to your book of shadows. Wonderful. You can even frame these and put them up in your meditation area. So many wonderful ways to use this information. But I would encourage you, definitely go over to Rare Wicca Spells and check it out. Now, some of you are also saying, Psychic Bob, I'm really getting into this astrological stuff and I'm having fun. What else can I do? Well, one of the things that we're actually going to do this in a future video, it won't be probably for another week because I still have to get some stuff. But you can make astrological incenses. Over at Rare Wicca Spells, Lady Angela sells these wonderful astrological incense sheets, and it literally covers how to make incenses that resonate with astrological energy. For example, since we're in Aries today, let me go over here, and I'll tell you about the Aries. Here it is. It gives the color of the incense. For example, it says Aries, the color of the incense should be red colored. And it says 3 parts each of rose and frankincense, 2 parts each of ginger and cedarwood, 1 part each of cinnamon and pine. Add a red jasper or ruby to the bottle. Isn't that wonderful? So you can mix up these incenses. They have wonderful little formulas. And as you burn those or carry that incense with you in a little charm bottle, you're carrying that zodiac energy and maximizing it. And you can, work with other signs other than your own. Now, traditionally, your own zodiac sign is your lucky sign. But if you're trying to draw a certain energy into your life, then you can, by all means, work with the signs and symbols and do spell work with other zodiac signs. So absolutely, absolutely. I am so glad you guys are here. Now listen, I've got to make this a short video today because I'm very, very busy. I'm doing private readings. So if you want to get on my schedule, call my office, 571-483-2112. We can get you on for phone readings for this weekend, okay? In person, it's not going to be till next week, but you can get on for phone reading. But anyways, listen, I also want to tell you, for those of you who are new, I am doing daily horoscopes at psychicbobhoroscopes.blogspot.com. And I'm starting a new contest. Won't be this Friday. It'll be next Friday. We're going to have a drawing. For those of you, I want all of you to go over to my horoscopes and put a comment on it. Everybody puts a comment. I'm going to pull those names and put them in a hat. Next Friday, we're going to have a drawing. And whoever I draw, you get a free private hour-long reading with me. That's a $150 value gift. My private readings are $150 an hour. And if I draw you, you're going to get a free Psychic Bob private reading with me in person via Skype or telephone. Okay, so go ahead, enter that contest. You can enter more than once, put comments on every day, and you have greater chance to win. Okay, so I hope you'll go over, join my Daily Horoscopes blog, check it out. I think you'll get a lot out of it. Even if you don't win, just getting your horoscope every day is a lot of fun. And, I always remember, Psychic Bob's kind of old. I come from the time before computers. I know some of you are saying, what? You lived without computers? Yeah, most of my life I did. When I was a kid, we used to go to the local newspaper every day, and they had a horoscope column. And back in those days, Sidney Omar, who was a famous astrologer, used to write for the column for my local newspaper, which was the Washington Post. And I used to love to read Sidney Omar's horoscopes. And in the old days, you had to go get the newspaper to get your horoscope. But nowadays with the internet, you can just go online and get it. I kind of miss the old days, of getting a daily horoscope. And that's why I created my blog, so that, every day you have something exciting to go look up, look forward to, and get a little psychic help along the way. So I hope that you'll consider going over there and checking that out. Guys, speaking of old times, also one of the old treasures I wanted to show you guys was what we used to get called the Star Scrolls. Some of you guys may remember this. This one is a little wrinkled. Years ago, when I was a kid in the 70s, you used to go to vending machines and get these little Star Scrolls. And they came wound up really tight. They're real thin. This one's been open. But they haven't made these in a long time. About 10 years ago was the last time these were made. And this, unfortunately, went out of business. But you used to be able to go to like 7-Eleven or some of the other stores, and you would get your monthly horoscope, and it would go through every day of the month and give you a little horoscope. Isn't that fun? And then on the back, they would have little charts showing your energy levels. They had lucky numbers. They had about all the transits and the energies. They had an amazing amount of information in one little scroll. But anyways, I remember these, and I wanted to bring this here to you to see if any of you used to get these Star Scrolls. I was so sad when the company went out of business. This one is from 2006, and that's the last year they made these. But as you can see, they would be color-coded, like everyone would be different color. This would be the outer edge of the scroll, so it said Aquarius. Isn't that great? But I love these, and they have little symbols that tell about the day. Anyways, just bringing you a little astrological nostalgia here. I'm just curious to see if any of you remember these. Tell me about it below. I'd love to hear about if you remember Star Scrolls. And, guys, I'm just so glad you're here. I hope that you will go over to Rare Wicca Spells, check out the Zodiac and astrological stuff there. It's a lot of fun. Go to my Blogspot site and put comments on my blog, subscribe, follow it. And if you do that, I'm going to enter you in the contest. Next Friday, we'll have a drawing for a free private hour in-person reading with Psychic Bob, either by phone or by Skype. Anyways, I'm so glad to meet you guys here today, and I send you a lot of blessings. If you haven't seen my previous video, Messages from the Spirit World, check it out. It's right before this one. Anyways, guys, hope you'll like this video, favorite, share it with your friends. Let's get out the word about Spirit Channel and all the fun we have here. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Come and be part of our scene. We'd sure love it. I'm so glad you're here, guys. Listen, send you blessings. Be back here tomorrow on Friday. We're going to have some more amazing stuff for you, and you don't want to miss it. So be back here. We'll see you then. Blessings to you.